Hey everyone, welcome back to Yoga with Kara. We're going in through my upside down world today. I'll be entering into an inversion class, and I don't want that word to scare you. I know a lot of people, when they hear the word inversion in yoga class, they automatically think handstand or headstand. Don't worry, we will not be doing anything like that today. All I mean is we're going to be focusing a lot on bringing our head below our heart. So reversing the blood flow, energizing the body, and really just enhancing the mood. So pay attention to how you feel when you step on the mat, and then pay attention to how you feel when you step away from the mat. I've been doing yoga for years now, teaching yoga and taking yoga classes, and there has never, ever been a time that I have regretted stepping on my yoga mat. So I'm really hoping this class is able to benefit you, make you feel really good. I would love to be able to be a source of happy vibes for you guys. So get your mat, get your yoga props if you'd like them, and join me on the mat right now. Okay, so we're going to get started today down on our shins. I want you to bring your thighs together to touch, your big toes together to touch. Take a deep breath in and sit up really tall. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades down, lift your chest forward, tuck the chin. Close your eyes, breathe in. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale, feel that expansion. Exhale. Lips are closed, breathe in through the nose. Out of the nose. Try and sit up a bit taller here if you can, engaging the core. And then open the eyes, breath in. Breath out, slide your hands down towards your kneecaps. Nice and slow, you'll fold so that your forehead is able to come down onto the mat or onto a prop. The hands stay on the knees. And you'll just go ahead and look over to the left and soften the hips. Breathe in and out. Gaze over to the right. And head comes to the center. Take one more breath here. Inhale, extend those arms forward. Palms are down, elbows are lifted. Take a giant breath in. Exhale, press into the hands and drive those hips back even further. So now you're breathing into the space right here along the side body, underneath the arms, finding more length there. We'll take one more. Inhale yourself up into a tabletop. Spread the fingers, separate the knees. Come into a neutral spine. Draw the stomach muscles up. And then just start to make some head circles here, really slow. Whether they're big or they're small, taking your time. And then moving in the other direction. And we're just starting to get the circulation going here. You'll come back to center. Tuck the toes. Press the hips back towards the heels. 3 rounds of breath here. You're pressing firmly into the palms. Gaze is down in between the thumbs. And those hips, maybe they can even touch the heels here. Let's breathe into the opening at the bottom of the feet. And then carefully press into the palms even more. Start to lift the knees. Drive the hips up and back. first down dog. We'll pedal the legs out. Breathe into the stretch right here along the back of the legs. Lift those hips super high. And then start to tuck the chin. Again, a lot of space growing right up the side body here, all the way out through the hands. And we'll take one more breath here together. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Exhale, walk those hands back towards your feet. And then we're just going to dangle here, right over the thighs. Your feet are about hip width. And then if you want to reach for opposite elbows, if that feels good, you're trying to stretch out through the spine here, the shoulders, the neck. And I want you to see if you can soften. So really, just dangling here. Slight bend through the knees, tipping your weight forward. And just allow gravity to take over. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Take whatever movement feels right. Release those arms. Nice and slow. Unravel all the way up to stand at the back of your mat. Shrug the shoulders towards the ears. Round them down the back, palms face out. Deep breath in. And out. Nice and relaxed here. Hands come onto the hips. Giant step forward with your right foot, okay? Now from here, I want you to keep that back heel glued down onto the ground, and then just start to square off the hips. So your hands are here to kind of hold your hips accountable. You'll be shifting the right hip back as you shift the left hip forward. Try not to lock out either of the legs here, so there's just a little bit of give. Inhale, the arms reach super high. Exhale, slow fold all the way down, nice long spine. Feel free to use those props if you'd like to set them up to frame your front foot on whatever height. And then from here, just dropping the head so that it feels like your chest is starting to make a connection with your right thigh. Chin to chest. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. Feel free to add a challenge here. Close down the eyes. And then just bring one palm on top of the other as you continue to fold. And when you're ready, you'll open your eyes, lift your gaze forward, tap your fingers down, and walk your right foot forward just a bit more. You'll start to bend into the right leg and lift that back heel. Engage the core, keep the hips square. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, get low. 4 rounds of breath here. Continue to find more and more length with each inhale. More balance with every exhale. Inhale, reach up a bit higher. Exhale, get a bit lower. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Keep that back heel lifted. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Again, if you'd like to use those props or just place your fingertips down on the mat, keep that back heel lifted. Take a breath in, lift your chest forward, drop the shoulders back. Exhale to fold. 2 more like that. Shift that right hip back. Breathing into the IT band here. Inhale, lift your chest up, bend your front leg, drop the back heel down, and then just step it off to the left slightly, about an inch or so. Inhale, reach those arms high, warrior 1. Exhale, get low. And try to straighten out the spine. Let's take 2 more here in warrior 1. Inhale, reach those arms up, look high. Exhale, open to your warrior 2. So go ahead and change whatever you need to through that back foot, making sure that it's at about 90 degrees now so that the knife edge of your foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Arms extend really wide. You'll soften the shoulders, get extra low. From here, let's straighten out just a bit. Tuck the tailbone under, pull those stomach muscles in. 2 more breaths, keep reaching. And get a bit lower. Last one. Inhale, straighten your leg. Palms come to meet high over your head. Let's turn the toes to face in. Really wide stance here at the side of your mat. Get really tall. Exhale to fold. And just dropping the hands either underneath your face here or start to walk them right in between the legs. You'll take a breath in, find a bit more length. Exhale, draw those stomach muscles in and fold chin to chest, weight in the toe area. And just allow yourself to hang out here. Keeping the legs as straight as you can without locking them out. One more breath, let it all go. Inhale, walk your hands forward underneath your face, look forward. Exhale, bend your left leg, turn the toes to face out, and then just shift your weight all the way over towards your left foot while flexing the right foot and extending out as wide as you can. Either fingertips come to a prop or on your mat, or go ahead and try to challenge your balance here by bringing your hands up towards your heart. Remember, a lot of core engagement. Keep flexing those right toes, pulling them back towards the right kneecap, and then lifting the top of your head high. Let's take 2 breaths. Last one. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, walk your hands forward, framing your front leg. And let's tap that left knee down onto the ground while untucking the toes. Lift your gaze up, take a breath in. Exhale, fold over the right leg, keeping your left hip stacked directly on top of your left knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to fold. Keep flexing that front foot here. One more. And fold. Stay folded. 2 rounds of breath. Inhale, lift your gaze, walk your hands forward. You'll plant your hands on either side of your front foot, tuck those back toes, lift the back knee. Stay here, look forward, lift your chest forward, drop those hips low. Exhale, press into the palms, down dog, pedal the legs out. And we'll take 4 rounds of breath here. Lift it up and back. And let's see if we can shift our gaze now up a little bit higher, either between the kneecaps or right up towards the belly button. Gaining a little bit more stretch here through the back body. Last breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk those hands back. We're coming to meet at the back of the mat once again. You'll fold. And then option to find another arm variation here if you want to reach for the opposite elbows again, or you can take your hands back behind your legs, maybe grab onto your calves or reach for opposite elbows behind your legs. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale to fold. Remember, there's a little micro bend here in the legs as you shift more weight forward. We'll soften the stomach muscles. Relax the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Wherever you are, just inhale, relax the arms long. Exhale, unravel up to stand. Inhale, shoulders to the ears. That felt good. Exhale, round them down. 1 breath in. And 1 out. Other side, hands on the hips. Extend that left leg forward. And then from here, keep that back heel rooted down. Inhale, the arms reach high. Exhale, slow. You'll fold all the way down, maintaining that long spine, either taking your hands onto a prop or onto a mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to fold. And a couple rounds here. Inhale, lift your chest up, look forward. And then exhale, go ahead, scoot that left foot forward. Drop down into the left thigh. The right heel starts to lift. Really activate the core. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, get low. And we're not here for very long. Let's try to find strength while we find length. Just 2 more really deep ujjayi breaths. Remember to keep that back heel lifted. You'll inhale up. Exhale, get low. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Keep the hips square. Exhale, fold. Back heel remains high. Inhale, lift your chest forward, square the hips. Exhale to fold. Again, inhale to lift. Exhale, draw those stomach muscles in. Let's do 1 more, either in stillness or finding a bit more movement here. All right, let's lower down into the front leg, making a 90-degree angle. You'll drop the back heel down, activate the core, maybe step the right foot off to the right side just an inch. Extend the arms high, warrior 1, reach up. Exhale, get low. Two more here. Continue to find length. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Stay low, working that front thigh, straighten out the spine. 3 more breaths. Inhale, straighten the front leg, palms meet, turn those toes in. Exhale, this time, hands to the heart, and then fold with your long spine. Either releasing the hands to the mat or taking them to the outsides of the legs. Take a breath in, lift your chest, and then exhale to fold. Apply a little bit of pressure on the outsides of the legs here if you're grabbing onto the calves or the ankles. Then maybe lift up one more time, find a bit more length. And then exhale, fold, chin to chest, like you're trying to pull your shoulder blades through your thighs. And just a few more here. I want you to feel that activation through the base of your body while we stretch. So you're definitely feeling this right now along the outsides of your legs, throughout the spine, and then maybe even through the feet. Inhale your hands underneath your face. We'll lift the chest up. Exhale, turn your back toes, your right toes out to the side, and then we'll start to lower ourselves down while we flex that left foot. And then either hands onto the ground. Maybe it's easier to balance on this side for you. You'll bring your hands up towards your heart. Lengthen the spine. You want to press that right knee out away from you using the right elbow. And then just 2 rounds of breath. Inhale your hands down. Exhale, let's walk them forward to frame that front leg and tap the back knee down, untucking those toes. You'll lift your chest up. Make sure that you're squared right here and the right hip is stacked right on top of the right knee. You'll flex your left foot and then slow fold, breathing into the back of the left leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop it down. One more like that. Stay here, 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your chest up, look forward. And then exhale, plant those hands down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. You'll start to lift your chest up, breathe in. And then breathe out, nice and slow. Step it back to a down dog. Pedal those legs out, shift the hips from side to side. Ooh. We've got 4 breaths here. Try to slow down the heart. Wrap the outer arms down. Lift the gaze up. And I don't mean up forward. I mean up back. Inhale, look forward, come up high onto the toes. Exhale, bend your knees a lot so that you're moving your hips back towards your heels. And then just step it forward in between the hands. Big toes will touch. Inhale, flat back, nice and long here. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise up really tall, palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana, arms along the sides, palms face out. 1 breath in. And out of the nose. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms facing one another. A lot of activation here. Exhale, sit those hips down and back. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, bend your knees, lift the arms. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, reach it high, stay low. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, legs bend, arms reach. Exhale, sit down and back, weights in the heels. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, plant those hands down. Left leg now extends up and back, like you're coming into a standing split. If you need those props, place them right underneath the shoulder area, or you can press the palms firmly down into the ground or the fingertips. Just try to square those hips again. You're shifting up out of the right hip, extending that left leg up and back. Let's inhale, lift our chest. Exhale, fold it forward. Again, inhale to lift. Exhale to fold forward. Lift the leg a bit higher. One more. Inhale. And exhale. All right. This time you'll inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, drop that back leg back into space. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Find length now through the side body as you get a bit lower here. That back heel is super high. One breath in, get longer. Exhale, runner's lunge. Arms go back along the sides, palms facing down. Roll the shoulders back and start to pull the pinkies in towards your side body. 3 rounds of breath. Use those stomach muscles to stay here. Continue rolling the right hip back. You want to imagine that back foot is trying to pull the mat out from underneath you. So there's a lot of engagement and you're equally distributing your weight between both feet. One more. Inhale, reach those arms high. Exhale, twist to the right, open out to the side. Separate the fingers, really reach, and then get low. Long spine, stay here, one more breath. Inhale, both arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down. Walk the hands back in line with the front foot. And then go ahead, extend your back leg all the way up. 3-legged down dog. Breathe and lift it higher. Exhale, open it up. Right heel drops towards the left glute. Right kneecap lifts high. 2 rounds of breath. Inhale, extend that leg up. Exhale, right knee, right wrist. Ankle scoots all the way over towards your left wrist. And then slow, you'll lower yourself down onto the mat, setting yourself up for a proud pigeon. You'll walk your hands back in line with your hips. And then just make sure you've got your right foot set up properly. I like to see if I can get my right shin parallel to the front edge of the mat because that's actually going to open up my hip just a little bit more. But if you're feeling a bit tight right there, start to pull the heel in a bit closer towards your groin. Maybe even just point the foot. From here, a bit more length, lift up. And exhale, walk the hands forward. You'll either take the prop underneath your forehead and land here. Maybe stack your hands one on top of the other. Land here, or maybe you don't even need to stack anything. Just lower your forehead down. Press the left outer hip down towards the mat. And then just soften your stomach muscles and soften the muscles through the face. We've got about 5 rounds of breath left. I want you to relax here. I know that seems like an oxymoron because there's a lot happening here. It's a giant stretch. Just relax as much as you can. And once you're ready, you'll lift your chest up, walk your hands back so that they're right about underneath your shoulders. You'll tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee, and carefully lifting your right leg back into a down dog. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway. Pull those elbows in towards your rib cage. And then nice and slow, press it all the way back up, top of a push-up. Inhale, come forward a little bit more. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts up, thighs are lifted, shoulders are pulling back. Exhale, down dog. All right, one breath in here. And one breath out. Inhale, lift those heels high, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees a ton. And just make your way up in between your hands. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, chair pose, arms reach high. You sit down and back. Couple more breaths. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, hips low, arms reach high. Exhale, sit down. Breath in. Breath out, fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, chair. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach it high again. Exhale, fold, straighten those legs. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, plant the hands down. Extend your right leg all the way up and back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold it out. Again, inhale to lift. Draw the stomach muscles in as you exhale, fold. One more, inhale. And then exhale, lift that leg as high as it'll go. This time you'll inhale. Exhale, tap those back toes down. And we're setting ourselves up for a crescent lunge here. So activate those stomach muscles. Inhale, extend the arms high. Exhale, get low. Again, length. Exhale, strength. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Crown of the head is reaching forward. The chin is slightly tucked. You're pulling those hands back. And then you just got 3 more breaths. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, twist open to the left, arms reach wide. See if you can stay low here. One more. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, hands down. Let's frame our front heel with the hands. Extend your left leg all the way up and back, 3-legged dog. Open up here on the left side. Pull the heel towards your right glute and lift that left kneecap high. Couple rounds of breath. Bottom heel is rooted down into the mat. Inhale, square the hips, extend that left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Half pigeon. Let's set it up. Slow to lower. And then you can make whatever adjustments you need once you get down here. The only really important thing is that your back leg is straight out behind you and your hips are squared. You'll inhale, exhale to lower. And see if there's an area in your body you can pay extra attention to. Just let it go. And we'll take 2 more breaths together. Inhale, chest lifts, hands walk back. And then you'll just shift your weight over onto your left hip now. Extend both legs forward. Let's give everything a bit of a shake out here. And then we'll just land with our feet flexed. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, fold it out. And see how far you can reach your hands without really straining yourself. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold over the legs. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Again, lift it up. Exhale, fold it out. Stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Lift the chest all the way up. Palms come to face up. Nice and slow. Hold over all the way down onto our backs. All right. From here, just separate the feet about mat width. I want you to take 3 rounds of breath here as you soften the body down into the mat. And close the eyes. Now we're not done yet. This is not our Shavasana, just a brief intermission before we start to move again. I want you to slow down the heart rate before we start to lift it. And nice and slow, you'll just walk your feet in. And I want you to, normally we would step our feet in so that we can touch them with our heels. This time, I want you to walk your feet out so that they're slightly in front of your knees. Still, the palms will be face down. This is just another variation of bridge here. We'll be working a bit more of the thighs. So I want you to press down into the into the feet and into the hands. And then you'll slowly start to C-curve. Lift your hips up. Lift your heart up. And then lift your gaze back. Continue pressing into the palms. And then find more strength here as you lift up from the center of your body. Keep rolling those thighs down towards one another. Let's take 2 breaths here. One more. And then nice and slow. Relax. Back is flat. Legs stay where they are. Breath in. And out. Now we'll come into the regular bridge you guys are used to. We'll walk the heels in. See if you feel these differences right here. Maybe now it's a little bit easier. You have a bit more strength in those muscles. Now your heels are touching your fingertops. You'll press into the feet and the palms. Start to roll those hips up again. And then lift the gaze back. Now imagine you're lifting from your heart space up and behind you. 3 rounds of breath. A lot of engagement right here between the thighs. Imagine there's a magnet and they're drawing in towards one another and you're trying to separate them. One more, lift an inch higher. Nice and slow all the way down. Legs stay where they are. 1 breath in and 1 breath out. And feel free to choose either of those 2 options once again, or we're coming into full wheel, as long as you're comfortable. You'll go ahead, keep your feet where they are, nice and close. And then you want to bring your hands up by your shoulders so that the fingers are pointing towards your feet. And then with strength here, you press into the palms, press into the feet, the exact same thing you just did, only this time you're lifting the hips up and coming to the crown of your head. From here, you'll press into the feet, drive the hips high, and then start to walk the feet in a little bit closer towards you. Lift those hips, press your chest forward. 3 rounds of breath. Very carefully, if you're in a full wheel, you'll tuck your chin towards your chest, And slowly lower to the back of your head first, then the shoulder blades, then each of the vertebrae, and all the way down. You'll separate the feet this time, allowing the knees to drop in, and bring your hands to your low belly. Again, close down the eyes. And I want you to soften the entire spine. 2 breaths. All right, open those eyes back up. We've got a couple variations here to get that blood flowing in the opposite direction. You're either going to be flat on your back and just extend your legs high, arms along the sides, either palms face up or down. If you would like to use one of your props, if you have easy access to that, you'll lift your hips up and then slide it down on either the lowest setting or the medium setting. And then again, arms along the sides, legs go up. So I want you to find a position that works for you for about 1 full minute. If either of those are just not enough and you'd like to come into a full shoulder stand here, you'll press into the palms, extend the legs high. Then rock your weight back, press your hands onto your low back, and start to walk the elbows in towards one another as you extend the legs up completely. Draw the stomach muscles in, and then just lift. You're trying to stack, if you're in a shoulder stand, your feet over your hips. And I just want you to relax. If you notice when you get here, you need to come down, take any of the other variations. We've got about 15 seconds left. If you're in a shoulder stand, you have the option here to drop the legs into a pike, lowering the feet back behind your head. If you happen to be in any of the other variations, maybe you just want to go ahead, lift them up and see how far they can go. Take about 4 rounds of breath. Now we're just locking the blood flow into the torso. Another option is here, you want to go a bit further, you can lower the knees down to your forehead or bring them onto either side of the head. Give it a little bit of a squeeze. And when you're ready to come out, you'll start back in your pike. Lift your legs up and then slow lower the hips all the way down. Coming completely on your back. Legs will land on the mat, nice and long. And then we've got one more pose before Shavasana. You'll press into your palms, lift your head and chest up. Walk the elbows so that they're right underneath the shoulders and start to drop your head back. I want you to bring the legs together to touch. Find a little bit more length here from the hips to the feet as you point your toes, and then drop your head back as you start to move the hips closer towards your head. All right? So now you can either stay here. We're locking that blood flow that went from the feet all the way into the torso, now into the head. Okay? So you're either staying here, or if you feel comfortable, you want to extend your arms up, palms meet, fingers reaching towards the sky. You can stay here for 3 rounds of breath or start to work the core, lifting the legs up. 3 rounds of breath wherever you are. Whenever you're done, if your legs are up, you'll lower them down. Then release the arms along the side, press into the palms and the forearms, lift your gaze up, and then everything comes down onto the mat. You'll now separate your legs as we find that final pose. of Shavasana. Shut down the eyes, move everything out of your way, and take up some space here. I want you to, especially if you just came into that last pose, take a few head rocks from side to side. Make sure you're not leaving here with any tension. And when you're ready to land, just land comfortably, eyes closed. Breathing normally. And just feeling every muscle in your body start to relax. Starting with the toes, tops of the feet, your heels heavy into the mat, calf muscles and shins, thighs and glutes, each vertebrae into the shoulders and the arms, extremely heavy through the back of the head. The only word that should be coming across your mind right now is relax. Please stay in your Shavasana as long as you can, at least 5 minutes. Thank you again for joining me today. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Namaste.